welcome to Aromatic Bangladeshi Kitchen. I am Parveen Chowdhury. Today I have my friend, she's from Cambridge, now she's in Francisco. Her name is Katerina Nguyen, and we call her Kat, so I'm going to call her on the whole show as Kat. And she's going to show me one of the her favorite dish, so we can learn how to do this dish, and it's Italian pasta, right?
Yes.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's. You want to show me the?
Yeah. Well, thank you for having me on your show. Today I'm going to be cooking it's called a Pasta Caprese.
Okay.
It's based off of a caprese, an Italian caprese salad dish, which is tomato, mozzarella, and basil. And this is just a pasta version of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to show like what you are using it?
Yeah.
I see you have like a lot of ingredients. So
Yeah.
if you want to like you can tell me what do you have? Lemon and so.
Yeah. So we have grape tomatoes, mozzarella balls, some minced shallot, some basil, lemon, and lemon zest, and then olive oil, salt, and pepper.
So you have to use olive oil on this dish, or you can use different oil?
No, you should use olive oil,
Okay.
especially the kind that's made for marinating and dressing, because we're just going to make a simple sauce with the olive oil and lemon juice.
All right, let's start it. I'm so excited to have this dish.
All right, so let me get this opened. So I usually do about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. We want to be really generous. This dish, I've learned to eyeball it, so I don't know the exact measurements, but it'll be fun. And then, so the ratio of like olive oil to lemon juice, like 2 olive oil and then 1 lemon juice.
Okay. So you have like a half lemon, right?
Yeah, so it's about half a lemon.
Half a lemon.
And this lemon's actually been zested. And we're going to use some of that lemon zest as part of the marinade, and that's what I'm making right now. Okay. So olive oil, lemon juice, and I'll set this aside.
And that's
like about half of this lemon zest. So this lemon zest is from a whole lemon, but I think we only need about half.
You just made it from the fresh lemon.
Yep, and I just grated it off of the lemon. And then I also do salt and pepper. I'd say you want to be pretty generous because this marinade's going to be pretty flavorful. But all the ingredients we're going to put in, the tomato, the mozzarella, and the pasta is going to absorb all of those flavors.
Nice.
So let me add some pepper and then, ooh.
Okay.
So in addition to the salt and pepper, I'm going to do a little bit of chili flakes in there just to spice it up. And add some shallot, and we want this shallot to marinate in the, I'll do it with the
oil.
Yeah, in the oil mixture. So I'm going to whisk it up to emulsify everything together. And I usually, at this point, I would add some more olive oil if I felt that it was
if you need
not thick enough. But I think this is actually pretty good. So let me whisk that up. And then after I whisk that up, I'm going to stir in the basil now just to get those flavors.
So those are like fresh basil. You just chopped it.
I just added some chopped fresh basil. I'm going to mix that in. And so now that I have this marinade mixed up, I actually think I am going to add more olive oil because we have a lot of tomatoes to marinate.
And also a lot of pasta.
And a lot of pasta.
Like a whole pack, right?
Yeah, so let me just add more. This is a really easy dish to eyeball. Let me see if I can add a little bit more lemon juice in there. I'm gonna mix that all up. Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and add the tomatoes to marinade. And
so you are using cherry tomatoes.
Yeah.
Can you use different tomatoes, or it's?
These little like cherry or grape tomatoes are best because they have a lot of flavor, and they don't release as much liquid as like
The other
bigger
tomatoes. Okay,
yeah.
it gets softer.
So I'm gonna mix this up, and this needs to sit for about 10 minutes to marinate. And I'm actually gonna add a little bit more salt to help the tomatoes release their juices a bit. Get all those juicy flavors mixed in there.
The color looks beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. So once this sits, so while it's sitting here, the tomatoes are going to release some of its juices.
Okay.
And make this a really saucy mix. And then so once this is ready, and I'm going to let this sit for a bit, we'll add in the freshly cooked pasta and mozzarella, mix that all together, and then that'll be it. All right, now these tomatoes are done marinating, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my pasta and mozzarella. For the pasta, I boiled a little extra. I'm probably not gonna need it all, but I'm gonna mix it in.
Well, when you are marinating, you can just boil the pasta in the same time, like so that way.
Yeah, if you want to be efficient.
Yeah.
I think we can do a little bit more.
We just cooked a little earlier.
Yeah, so we have this prepped.
Yes.
Okay, I'll start with that much, and then I'm gonna toss all of this mozzarella in. Can never have too much cheese. All right, and then so I'm gonna mix this up, and I might add a little bit more pasta. We'll see, but I think everything will mix really well. And I love this dish because it's so colorful and flavorful and very easy. So
and it looks really pretty.
Yeah. I chose shells for this. I change it up with the pasta shapes, but shells are great because it can hold the tomato and the mozzarella.
And the sauce inside.
Yeah, all the ingredients in there. So it's really flavorful with every bite. Yeah, no, I think this is the perfect amount of pasta too. So I'm gonna finish mixing this up.
I think if you add more, it's not going to be enough spice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and so at this point, it's about mixed and done, and you can taste it and add more salt and pepper to taste. But yeah, I think also letting all this sit together and soaking up the flavors for a little bit never hurts. So, and that is my dish.
So your dish is done. I'm going to hold on till end. Yeah. Now I'm going to show Kat's one of the favorite dish I cook all the time when she comes to my house, and she loves it. She loves a couple of my dishes, but I'm going to show today shrimp and beans. Now I'm going to show Kat how I am cooking my dish. So let me introduce the spice I'm going to use, and then so first you need some shrimp. Any supermarket you can get the shrimp, and this is like a French cut green beans. I'm using the frozen one because it's easy and to get it and very cook fast also. Then I have some tomatoes, and then spice I'm going to use, this is a turmeric powder, and this is like red chili powder, and then I have some chopped like little small pieces onions, I cut it. Then I have Thai chili, salt, and then I have cilantro to garnish, and little oil, and then water. So I'm gonna put my oil, and I will also put how much oil and how much spice I used. I'm gonna put it with my video so you can follow the video. So like let me put the oil. So you don't need too much oil, and also I use like this is a canola oil. I use most of the time canola oil, and you can use olive oil, you can use any other oil. So now I'm going to press little higher so I can put my onions there. Okay, so the only thing after I put the onion, I'm gonna make it little down, because I think it has little water in it, so it's just like so. You just cook it, make it little softer the onions, and then you can slowly you can add all the spice. Okay, so
it smells so good.
Now First, you don't want to put the hot pepper first because chili powder, it give you like very strong of smell and it's gonna make you sneeze. So I'm gonna put the turmeric powder. Okay, so this is a 1 teaspoon. So I'm going to use 2 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and then the chili powder. You can it's like I'm going to use 1 teaspoon because otherwise it's going to be too hot. And then after that, salt, always for tasted. If you think you need more on the end, you can check and add it. But right now I'm going to use 1 tablespoon. Okay, so all the spice I needed to use. Now I'm going to put a little bit of water, but let me mix it. See how the color?
Yeah.
It's very
pretty, very bright.
And then you put little bit of water, just not to get the spicy to get burned or anything. Okay,
so I can smell it.
Yeah. Then I'm going to add all the. See, I told you. Then I'm going to add all the shrimp. I had like at least like 15, 16 of the shrimp. It's like a medium sized shrimp, and then now I can make little higher because everything is there, nothing to be, So you just put the shrimp and you cook little bit of the shrimp first so the fish smells goes away. Okay, so it's cooking, and then right now I'm going to add the beans. It has very strong spice. All right, so now you just mix it. Very easy cooking. I always cook this dish like when I don't have like a lot of food cooking, so I can make it. I have the frozen thing on the freeze and shrimp. Very easy to cook. All right, so everything is mixed. You want to make sure it's mixed well so the spice can get into the fish and the beans. So actually I cooked it for 2 minutes. Then I'm gonna see how it looks. Oh, that looks good. Now I'm gonna mix it just to be making sure all the the spice can go to the shrimp, and then also I need to add the tomatoes in there. So you always want to add the tomato on the end because that way it doesn't cook too soft. Okay, so you're just gonna I'm just going to put it on the top of it, all the tomatoes. Okay, so and then sometimes if you don't want to cover it, it's fine because that way the beans stays like as not too much cooked. So see how the color looks good. This is very good with if you like spicy shrimp. It's really tasty. Let's see how my shrimp is doing. I think the 2 minutes it's enough. So it looks done. So now I'm going to add the cilantro on the on the end. It's just for garnish. If you don't have cilantro, you don't have to add it, but it's just to garnish. And I will just use 2 or 3 Thai chili and then mix it.
Get more spice in there.
Yeah. So what you are be careful when you're eating it because there is 3 chili pepper is hiding.
You don't want to eat those. Yeah.
You don't want to eat them. So you just don't want. I think I cook little bit too much. So you don't want to. You don't have to cook this much. See how my beans is like all watery and stuff. So I'm gonna turn it off. Okay. Now you can serve. My dish is ready to serve. Let me take this stuff. I'm gonna put a little this. I can just bring this up.
Do you need help?
No, I'm good. So
yum! It's so colorful.
If you don't want to use beans, you don't have to. But you know, sometimes we don't want to eat vegetable. This is the another way to eat vegetables, so it's good. It's really tasty with rice.
Oh, yum.
And let me put one more shrimp.
That looks beautiful. Yeah, you can add a shrimp right here. I would add it here. Yeah, there you go.
All right, there's
Yum.
a complete dish. So I am going to cover the rest of the beans. So how it is looks. Both are dishes ready. I cooked shrimp and beans, and I prepared some rice from before. And your pasta looks very good, so I'm so excited.
And you want to add a little bit of basil leaves
just
for
to decorate
garnish.
it.
Yeah.
And I used some lemon and like Thai chili on the top of the rice,
looks
just
gorgeous.
to decorate. You can decorate whatever way you want it. Thanks for coming to my show, Kat. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Viewers, thanks for watching Aromatic Bangladeshi Kitchen. Please try this dish at home and enjoy.